Welcome to the Cedar Valley News Podcast, where the voices of a small town meet the headlines shaping our world from the front porches and fields of Cedar Valley. We bring you reflections, stories, and questions that matter, connecting real lives to real events for faith and community. Walk hand in hand with today's headlines. This is a Cedar Valley News, sponsored by Readers and Writers Book Club.
Greetings. I'm Caleb Mercer, and I'll be your host for today's Quiet Echo, Truth at the Kitchen Table. My daughter Sophie and I were sitting at the kitchen table the other morning, pancakes, orange juice, and sunlight just beginning to slide across the counter. She asked me why people have to talk in front of microphones and cameras. She was talking about the FBI hearing the director testifying before Congress again. Everyone leaning forward like they might catch truth if they listened hard enough. I told her it was so people could know what's going on. She tilted her head and said, "Couldn't they just talk at home?" And you know what? She's right. The biggest truths don't always come with microphones. Most of them start around tables like this, where you can see the other person's eyes, and you're close enough to notice if they look away. Later that day, I was on the job. We had a transformer go out on Maple Street. A woman came out while I was up on the pole and asked, was this someone's mistake or just bad luck? I told her I'd find out and let her know. Later that afternoon, after we traced the line and fixed it, I called her back and explained what happened. She thanked me like I'd done something big, but it wasn't. It was just a promise kept, the kind that builds trust, one call at a time. A day later, I was in line at the post office. Two neighbors were talking about that hearing in Washington. One said, if the guy running the FBI can't tell the truth straight, what hope do the rest of us have? The other said, starts right here, doesn't it? Telling the truth when no one's watching. And that's the part that stuck with me. Because Cedar Valley's full of people who tell the truth even when nobody's writing it down at the diner counter, in the back pew at church, leaning on a shovel at the job site. When I hear about big hearings and long testimonies, I think about the smaller ones, the kind that happen every day. When your kid asks, "Did you forget my game?" and you have to say yes. When a friend says, "You hurt me," and you have to say sorry. When a neighbor asks, "Can I trust you?" and you prove they can. Those moments matter just as much as anything said into a microphone. So no, we don't have congressional hearings in Cedar Valley. We have conversations. We have apologies. We have laughter after truth settles in. And most of the time, it all starts at the kitchen table. From Voices from the Valley, I'm Caleb Mercer. Thanks for listening, and wherever you are tonight, tell the truth kindly and keep your promises small enough to keep.
You've been listening to the Cedar Valley News Podcast, where small-town voices meet the headlines shaping our world. From faith and family to front porches and fields. We'll be back with more stories connecting real lives to real events. Until next time, keep your porch light on, your faith strong, and your heart open. This is Cedar Valley News, sponsored by Readers and Writers Book Club.